At the edge of the quiet field, where the great square hole had been dug, a building was beginning to grow. The morning was clear and pale. The air was cool and high and full of light. And the old green tractor named Trundle sat in the soft grass, his low engine ticking gently, looking up, up, up. "Good morning," Trundle rumbled in his low, friendly voice. "Today, you will have to tip your head right back, because the machine I want you to meet is the tallest of all my friends. So tall that the birds fly beneath her." And there she stood, rising out of the building site, like a long, thin tower reaching for the sky. Higher than the trees, higher than the rooftops. At the very top, a long arm stretched out sideways across the open air. And from that arm, far above the ground, hung a single, shining hook. This was the tower crane. "Her name is Clara," said Trundle, "and her one great job is to lift. To take heavy things from the ground, beams, blocks, buckets of concrete, and carry them gently up to the builders working high above. Things far too heavy for any person to lift. Clara raises them as easily as you might raise a feather." "But how does she not fall over?" you might wonder, gazing up at that long, long arm. Reaching so far, so high, holding something so heavy. Surely she must topple. Trundle gave a warm, knowing rumble. Ah, that is the first secret. Look again, not at her arm alone, but at her whole shape. Clara's tall tower rose straight up from a great square block of solid concrete buried deep in the ground. Her base, heavy, steady, anchored fast to the earth. And up top, her long arm did not only reach out one way, it reached out both ways. The long side, the working side, stretched out over the building, but the short side, behind her, carried a stack of huge, heavy concrete blocks. Those blocks were her counterweight. When Clara lifted something heavy on the long working side, the heavy blocks on the short side pulled the other way. Front and back, balanced, like two children of just the right weight, finding the perfect middle on a seesaw. The load pulls down on one side, the counterweight pulls down on the other, and Clara stands tall and steady, perfectly balanced in the high, clear air. Balance. That is how something so tall can lift something so heavy and never, ever tip. "Now, watch her work," said Trundle. Far below, the builders fastened the shining hook to a great bundle of long steel bars. Then, slow and smooth, the cable began to wind upward. Deep inside Clara, a strong motor turned a great spinning drum, and the steel cable wrapped around it, round and round, shortening and shortening, and the heavy bundle lifted clear of the ground and began to rise. Up it floated into the clear morning air, slowly, steadily, higher than the trees, as light, it seemed, as a leaf carried on a breeze. "Now, you might wonder," said Trundle, "how can such a thin steel cable lift such a tremendous weight and not snap?" Look closely at the hook. See how the cable does not just drop straight down to it? It runs down to a wheel by the hook, then back up to a wheel on the arm, then down again, weaving up and down several times before the end is fastened. That clever weaving, Trundle explained, is a thing called a block and tackle, many wheels working together, and it shares the great weight of the load among every loop of the cable. With 4 loops to carry it, each loop need only hold a quarter of the weight. With 6 loops, only a sixth. So the heavy load is split into many smaller, gentler shares, and no single strand is ever asked to carry too much. It is a very old trick. Sailors used it on tall ships long ago, and Clara uses it still, high in the sky, to lift with a thin cable what looks far too heavy to lift at all. Here is the second secret, Trundle murmured. Up there at the top, do you see a small block running along the underside of her arm? A little carriage with wheels? That is the trolley. The cable and the hook hang from it, and the trolley can roll all the way out along the arm, or all the way back in toward the tower. So Clara did not need to move her feet at all. The whole top of her, the long arm, the trolley, the hook, the swinging load, turned slowly around in a great wide circle, spinning gently in the sky. And the trolley rolled outward along the arm, carrying the load to just the right spot. Out and around, in and around, with 3 quiet movements: lift, turn, and roll. Clara could carry a load from anywhere on the ground to anywhere up high. Up, around, out. And then, ever so gently, down, lowering the bundle of steel bars into the waiting hands of the builders, soft as setting down a sleeping child. Trundle watched it all from the cool grass below, his head tipped back. There is one more wonder, and it is the smallest of all, he said. Far up at the very top of the tower, above the turning arm, do you see that tiny glass room? That is where a person sits. A crane driver. One quiet person, high in the sky, looking down on the whole world, moving those great heavy loads with the gentlest touch of their hands. Imagine sitting up there in the morning light, Trundle said. The birds flying below you, the whole town spread out small beneath your feet, the wind humming softly past the glass, and you, with a calm and steady hand, lifting beams the size of a bus as gently as lifting a teacup. The sun rose higher. The building grew, floor by floor, beam by beam, and Clara worked on, lifting, turning, lowering, slow and smooth and silent, high in the clear blue air. There was no rushing in her, no fuss, only the soft whir of the cable, the gentle turn of the arm, the quiet swing of the rising load. Lift and turn, roll and lower, again and again, all through the bright, calm day. People look up at a tower crane and feel small, Trundle said. All that height, all that strength. But she is not there to make us feel small. She is there to do for us what we could never do alone, to lift the heavy things and place them gently, far above, so the building can rise. She is patient, she is careful, and she is balanced. Always, always balanced. As the afternoon softened toward evening, the last load of the day was lifted, turned, and lowered into place. Slowly, the trolley rolled back in toward the tower. The empty hook rose to rest. And then Clara did something quiet and wise. She let her long arm go loose, free to swing. When her work is done, the driver lets her arm float free, like a weather vane, Trundle explained softly, so that if the night wind blows, the arm simply turns to face it, gently, instead of fighting it. She does not stand stiff against the wind. She turns and lets it pass. That is part of her strength too, knowing when to hold firm and when to softly give way. The sun sank low behind the half-built walls. The high arm turned slowly in the cooling air, this way, then that, following the soft evening breeze. The shining hook hung still, and the tall tower crane rested against the deepening sky. The very last thing the setting sun would touch, glowing gold, while the whole field below sank into blue. You know the secret of the tower crane now. A heavy base and heavy counterweight to keep her balanced and steady. A cable and a spinning drum to lift. A turning top and a rolling trolley to carry the load anywhere at all. And up at the very top, a quiet pair of hands, guiding it all with the gentlest touch. One careful lift at a time, one slow turn at a time. The building rises, beam by beam, toward the sky. Every machine has a job, and every job matters, Trundle rumbled softly, there in the cool grass below. He watched the long arm drift gently in the last of the light. And there are more machines resting tonight, he murmured. So stay cozy and stay still. Another quiet story is already rolling in, just down the lane. The story is over now, and everything is soft. The room is warm. The lights are low. You are safe, and there is nothing to do now. Nothing to fix, nothing to finish, nothing at all. Your body is getting heavy and warm, soft and slow and still. You are sinking gently into the bed. Your breathing is soft and slow, in and out, like the sea. Slower and softer with every breath. You are safe. You are warm. You are loved. You are safe, and you are held. You are not alone. You are cared for. All is calm, and all is well. Safe and warm and loved. You did enough today. You tried, you learned, and you were kind. Whatever happened today, it is finished now. You can let the whole day go and rest. You did enough, and you are enough. You are kind, and you are brave. You are clever, and you are gentle. You are growing a little more every single day. You are exactly who you are meant to be, and you are loved just as you are. And now, let it all grow soft again. You are safe. You are warm. You are loved. You are safe, right here and right now. There is nothing you need to do. only rest, only this gentle moment, safe and warm and loved. You are gentle, and you are good. You are patient, and you are strong. You make the world a little kinder just by being you. You are growing, and you are learning, and that is more than enough. You are loved so very much. Tomorrow will be gentle, and it can wait. There is nothing to carry into the night. You can set the whole day down now. The day is over, and you are safe. Rest is yours now, and you have earned it. Soft and warm and calm. You are safe, and you are warm. You are loved, and you are home. You did your best today, and your best is enough. You were brave, and you were kind. You are growing a little softer every day, and you are loved just as you are. There is nothing to do now, and nowhere to be. Just here, just soft, just resting. You are held, and you are safe. You are warm, and you are loved. The whole world is quiet now, and so are you. Safe and warm and calm. You are good, and you are gentle. You are loved more than you know. You are safe, and all is well. There is nothing to fix and nothing to hold. Only rest, only warmth, only peace. Soft and safe and loved. Think of someone who loves you. They are so glad that you are here. You are wanted. You are precious. You are theirs. And even in the dark, you are never alone. You are loved. You are safe. You are home. Your bed is soft, and your blanket is warm. You are wrapped up, cozy, and safe. This is your own gentle place to rest. Nothing to reach for, nothing to hold. Only warmth, only quiet, only peace. You are so much braver than you know. You are kinder than you know. You are loved more than you could ever count. Today, you were exactly enough. And tomorrow, you can begin again, gently. There is nothing to do now, nothing to be, and nowhere to go. Only this, soft and quiet and warm. Only your slow and easy breath. Resting and safe and loved. The night is dark and gentle and kind. The stars are watching over you. The whole house is quiet and resting too. You can let the night hold you now, safe and warm and softly still. Your eyes are heavy now, and it's okay to let them close. You can let go now. It's okay to drift. There is nothing to wait for. You can rest. Everything is getting slower and quieter and softer, heavy and warm and far away, soft and slow and safe, drifting, softer and slower, deeper and softer with every breath. You are safe. You are warm. You are loved. You are safe. You are warm. You are loved. You did enough. You are kind. You are brave. You can rest now. Everything is soft and slow, heavy and warm, drifting and soft, slower and softer, resting now, safe and loved. You are safe. You are loved. You did enough. Everything is soft and far away. Rest well and stay curious.